One of the key tenets I have on this channel is to always talk about how great and healthy competition can be in any market. Obviously, this channel dedicated to video game news. So I talk a lot about what Sony's doing versus what Xbox is doing. And you have the console wars and PC gaming versus console gaming and so on and so forth. So the fact that Mixer made a huge play to grab Ninja doesn't surprise me at all. I've always been a fan of what Mixer does. I find the community a lot more welcoming. I find the stream quality significantly better. And since it's integrated into my Windows 10 home computer with a simple Windows G key setup, I'm streaming in seconds. It's very simple to use. It's not to say Twitch doesn't have great things going for it and that TwitchCon isn't an important deal to a lot of people, but it's clear that Twitch has won the war and has won the war for a very long time when you look at the small amount of people watching Mixer streams, typically in the low 1,000 numbers, compared to somebody like Ninja or Summit1G or Shroud or The Doc, where they're pulling in 20, 30, 50,000 viewers at one time. Drastically different. The fact that Ninja jumped over to Mixer tells me that Microsoft is continuing to double down on their mixing service because they want to get name recognition. And they really haven't had anybody on the caliber of any of those streamers I mentioned until today when they essentially bought Ninja. We don't know how much they paid, but you can bet it was a pretty good amount. A lot of people who, gave Ninja money via their Amazon Prime subscriptions, that was obviously factored in. How many current subscriptions he has, that was factored in. You could start doing the math and very quickly what his guaranteed monthly allowance or revenue was, rather. And you can quickly see how he could justify, hey, you want me to come to Mixer? Well, this is what I'm leaving on the table at Twitch. You have to give me that, plus some sort of financial guarantees going in the future. And I'm sure that he probably is going to be forced to check out Gears of War and Halo Infinite and some of the other first-party Microsoft titles as they launch. And I'm sure he's fine with that. And maybe he would have done it anyway. I'm not really sure. But good for you, Ninja. I think that's awesome. And I think it's very healthy that finally Mixer has a prominent streamer that can kind of go toe-to-toe with the rest of the guys on Twitch. It'll be interesting to see what happens with everybody else if they decide to jump ship as well, if they're trying to secure their own deals with Mixer. Maybe they've already been contacted and they didn't feel the money was there. It's hard to say. But the influx of people now coming to Mixer who are going to check out the platform, I think is really good. And as somebody who only streams on Mixer, I'm excited. I mean, nobody really watches my stream anyway. I'm not a great player. It's usually just me and my friends being goofballs online, and maybe people enjoy that content, maybe they don't. But it's exciting to think that there's an influx of people coming to my preferred platform of choice. I do like that. It'll be curious to see if Twitch responds to this in any capacity. Not necessarily by recruiting somebody from Mixer, because honestly there's really no major recognition going that direction, but just to see what kind of new feature sets and user sets that they continue to improve upon to try to, stop the bleeding, so to speak. There's been a lot of scandals that I really don't talk about here on this channel regarding Twitch policies, regarding how they treat certain streamers as opposed to other ones. Certain content is allowed, certain content isn't, or players banned, or whatever. I don't know how much of a factor this played into it. Maybe Ninja didn't care. Maybe it was just a simple, hey, I'm following the money. And you know what? I would probably do the same thing if I were him. So we'll have to see how this plays out. But I think it's very interesting to just think about it from a, big picture perspective. The amount of people who have now jumped on Mixer to create accounts, the amount of people who are leaving Twitch solely because Ninja left Twitch, and the amount of people who are just genuinely curious about what Mixer is. I would bet probably a lot of people had no idea that there was a rival to Twitch. That's all good stuff. And who knows, maybe in the near future, we get to see more support on other consoles or other platforms that have a native Mixer app. Right now, a lot of them do not. It's very hard to get Mixer on your Fire Stick or on your PlayStation or on your Switch. Maybe that's something that these platforms will consider in the future. I don't know so much about Sony, knowing that their big competitor Microsoft owns Mixer, but clearly Microsoft throwing around a lot of money trying to make things happen. And I respect that. And it all goes back to competition. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Take care of yourselves. And until next time, I will see you guys on the other side.